Okay, greetings, salutations, good day, and hi. Happy Easter, everyone, and welcome back to the Formula Holo World Championship. As I'm seeing an error saying that YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Whatever, we're back. It's Formula Holo World Championship action back once again as cars try to make their way around this track for qualifying. It's race number 9 of the championship. It's the Austrian Holo Prix taking place at the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg. Having a look at the points standings as they are currently, it's Reine, the Series 3 champion, leading by 10 points, 230 points over Shogun and Noel. At 220, third is Manatawakwa, 219, 1 point behind Noel. Fourth is Iofi. Fifth is Bay. Actually, fourth is Bay with the tiebreaker with a race win, while Iofi has just a second place at best. So Bay is at fourth and Iofi should be fifth. And that's your top 5. Bottom of the standings. Well, everyone has points, at least. Bottom of the standings, we have Louis, Suisse, Nobuka, Kroni, and Kobu. Hopefully they'll be able to wake up here. Man, Kobu hasn't scored in 5 races. Oh, whatever. Whatever, let's have a look at the Constructors Championship. It's ID Gen 1, the Area 15 Moon Architect team with 491. Gamers second, 489, the Mule Pretori team, and the Yamato Motorsport Holo X Gen 6 JP team, 485, and Gen 0, the Scuderia Sortomo team at the bottom of the standings, 243. Probably much like how Ferrari's doing in the F1 Championship these days. I don't know. Anyway, we're at the Red Bull Ring. Let's have a look at the track. It's 4.318 kilometers, 2.683 miles, 10 turns. Laps go by really fast. First you go right there. Long, high-speed section. Now, this upcoming turn, this is a tight turn where cars may get stuck, so gotta watch out on this turn especially. Once you make it through, it's a high-speed section after high-speed section, turn after turn after turn. Run into turn number 4. We have a tight turn, although not as bad as turn 3. And go through turns 5, 6, 7, and 8, the intersection. And then a few more turns, and then you're just basically home free. Everything all set to go. And then you make it onto the start finish, and that's a lap completed here. As we have a look at who qualified for this race, Iris getting pole for this 9th round. Right beside her is another EN member. Iris is basically canceled currently. So's Bales officially. Row 2, Roboco and Coroni. Aki Rose and Cali. Make up row 3, and then we have Hanata Noel and Marine. Risu, Nene, and Achan. Louis, Kiara, and Fubuki. Korne, Ame, and Mel. Sora, Chloe, and Botan. Suisse, Shion, and Zeta. Ina, Kobo, and Yofi. Miko, Flare, Polka. Azuki, Towa, Watame. Gura, Pekra, and Choco. And finally, Anya, Subaru, Aqua, and Reine. And we are set to go. That's your grid for round 9 here at the Red Bull Ring. As I gotta make sure to keep away the Yago car, because he, of course, shouldn't even be there. Also, it's the last hour or so of the IndyCar 9th Series roster poll. The link is in the live chat or in the description of this VOD, so make sure to get your entries in if you're interested, and you still haven't submitted your entries yet. Probably got lots of entries. Thank you so much to all those who have entered. We're going to close out down the poll after the French Holo Prix. So everyone is set to begin. Let's everyone know that the stream just started. Race at Austria is about to commence. Got my sim hub ready. Sim hub, and then music, and then we shall consume the World Championship action in earnest. Here we go. Alright. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Red Bull Ring, round number 9. All 6 lights are up, and they expire, and off we go. Led by Iverson Bay. Make sure the cameras are good here. Okay. Here we go. Good start by Bay and Iris, the first two coming into this infamous Turn 3, where we may expect to see some cars stuck. Let's see how it stands for the drivers here. Already a car having an issue. Already multiple cars having an issue. I think that seems like Ame having the worst of it. She's completely backwards. Others are stuck. And now some of them get out of the way. Botan is stuck. Shion is stuck, but she's about to free herself. And Ame touches grass. Botan is through. Iris up to the lead. Also, there's a black square on the track map. That's how it is here. There's a car having issues. That's Miko's car as well. And Kanata also touching grass. Iris with the lead after one lap, followed by Bay and Roboco. Oh, whoa! Whoa, what a tag by Bay to send Roboco touching grass. Several cars already touching grass, going into pit lane. Oh yeah, Azuki has her livery updated. Come on, camera. As in, she got her current look properly. As you can see here. This is a fast 29 lapper. So, you won't be surprised to see that we've already completed 2.2 laps. Whoa, those are fast tenths of a lap. As in, you blink and you've already missed a couple of laps. This is basically Takanashi Kiara's home race. She's doing okay at 12. as cars try to make around the infamous turn 3. His lead is 3.5 seconds. No, Iris's lead is 3.5 seconds over Bale's. It's technically an all-council top 3 if you want to count Iris as part of the council now to replace Sana. We all still miss Sycamore Sana. So yeah, for the purposes of scoring in this World Championship, her points will transfer to the council team. As we see another car still stuck touching grass. So basically it's an all, well, almost an all top 3, almost all top 3 council lead, but Noella is driving like she is as one of the top contenders for the World Championship. Bucky Rose already having won a race previously in the championship at, I think, Melbourne, if I recall correctly. It's been too long. Yeah, January was like a couple thousand years ago. Sora Stucker needs a little push. Miko's having trouble getting out of pit lane. Ami is driving. So yeah, the points to be mentioned, 100 points if you win the race. Pole sitter for a race gets a bonus point. 75 per second, 60 per third. And then down and down you go until you reach 30th place for 1 point as Kobo gets screwed over. So we'll look at the replay. Issues with Fubuki's car, but Fubuki managed to free herself while Kobo actually doesn't touch grass but finds herself stuck. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Fastest lap is also on tap. Currently, it's Kanata who has fastest lap advantage with a 103.393. And you don't have to finish in the top 30 to score the bonus point for fastest lap. Iris's lead continues to be relatively large, 3.9 seconds now, or 3.5. I don't know why I briefly said 3 point something or other, as Marine and Nene also find themselves needing help. Rene got bumped by Noel, I guess. But they're still driving as they are. Now Kanata is stranded. Come on, camera. What was the action that led to her stranding? Yep, it's this turn. It's turn 3. Oh, she almost made it back on the track properly. Iris, she's looking for her first ever Formula Holo win. Bay is looking for a 4th overall win and a 2nd in this championship. Yeah, that's right. Iris needs her first win. She has gotten 5 podiums without having had the luxury of being on the top step of the podium. Well, it of course has had several bits of experience with that. So after 8, it's Iris, Bay, and Noel. Points leader overall in the Drivers' Championship of Reine is struggling to keep up. Locked in a clash with Shion, and now Shion goes ahead of Reine. So we have 6 cars having issues: Marine, Nene, Alame, Kanata, Sora, and Miko. I want to say Miko is having the better of it, because at least she gets the luxury of being in the pit lane while others are lost. Iris. The very nice beast singer. Because we all need a little hope. Sure, you can have a bit of chaos sprinkled onto the onto your lives, but if you're hopeless, then what gives? No, enough. Despite Kanata still being stuck, she still has the fastest lap. .393 still. Able to handle this turn without issues, so is Bay and a few others. Seems like Bay is starting to get a wee bit closer to her good buddy in Iris. Although not by much, by around 0.5, 0.6. Bit of a scuffle in turn 3 between Aqua and Chloe. Anyway, .6 now, 2.7. And eventually, Sora gets to teleport back to pit lane and try again, although way behind the others, 3.2. Provided that she gets a move on, she might go ahead of Nene, Ame, and Kanata. A nice bit of action between Sakamoto Chloe and Tokayami Towa. Whoa, look at that. Why can't we have such action at the top? Battle for P2 between Bay and Noelle. Nothing quite doing for Noelle in that last turn. Maybe on this turn, well, they almost clash with each other. Battle of two former FH Drivers Champions. But it's the Series 9 champion still taking the 2 spots over the Series 4 champ. Oh no! Ina touches gravel. They're making takoyaki out of her. She was basically stuck on the inside, no place to go, got tagged by Chloe, and she finds herself out of it. Some real hard-hitting racing action that you can find on Assetto Corsa. Oh, pain taco. And the Series 2 champion, Series 2 and Series 6 champion, now having issues. Oh, I almost pressed restart session. That would be stupid if I have clicked on that. Same problem that led to Ina's downfall. Stuck on the inside, no place to go. Got tagged by Gura this time. And now Roboco finds herself stranded. We're almost at the halfway mark of this 29-lapper. And while we were busy looking through others, we have an update. Fastest lap now to Shirakami Fubuki. A rather corny 103.182 for the Miyoko member, who's also technically supposed to be in Gen 1, but is currently with the Gamers team to perhaps even out the competition. 103.182 for Fubuki, fastest lap. Iris's lead is, down a bit. It was around 5 seconds previously, but it went down to 3.4. As Baya's gotta watch out for the lap part of Omar Polka. I don't think there's any blue flag rules in AC, but seems like Polka is acting like she has to abide by such a rule. Oh my goodness! Iris is stuck! Iris has made a blooper of herself. We gotta go back to the replay. We gotta go to the replay. Iris, what just happened there? Made a mistake on this last turn, lost control, and then tagged by Yuzuki Choco, it looks like. I believe that's Choco Sensei. That's Choco, indeed. And has gone down 11 spots, at least. Make that 3. No, 2. So here goes Bales. Goes into the lead. A blooper on lap 16, the end of lap 16 for Iris. Almost a bit of hope lost for her. I know she's being pursued by Noel. But Iris is able to get clear of that Gen 3 member. Calliope Mori, here she comes. Fighting for a podium spot. Not quite this time. As we have a few cars going to pit lane. In Louis and someone else, Crony. And Aki Rose, I believe. Just a couple laps ago, it was Iris leading by 3.5 seconds over Bay. Now it's the other way around. But they gotta watch out for lapped traffic. That's Choco and Suisse just a little bit ahead of the Rat. Iris can't quite see Bay ahead. She can only see a Master of Time. And all this time, Miko still finds herself stuck, and so are these cars. Bit of a tag between what looks like Shion and Sora. Yeah, that's Shion. Shion tagged Sora, but they both shake things off. That's too fast right there. Those fails. New fastest lap to Shishiro Botan, 102.323. That's a fast lap, as what you expect by someone driving in stripes. She has certainly earned hers. Which makes no sense, as a tiger is supposed to have stripes. And Botan is a lion. Oh, much to the disappointment of many of the home crowd, Kiara gets stuck touching grass. Need to see where the mistake was. Being pursued by Subaru and she gets tagged by someone else. Both Subaru and someone else. Both Subaru and Kiara gets tagged, and Kiara gets tagged from behind by Minato Aqua. Coming down to the last 9 laps. This is getting closer to Bay. Well, Kelly is now 0.7 seconds ahead of Noel for a podium spot, and all EN top 4. While at the 5th spot is Risu, the driver with the most wins in FH. Get a load of this. Risu is vying for a 7th FH win. That's right, 7 wins. Oh, Reine, not having a good day herself. Replay, Reine. I guess this is where we could find the action. Same places where several drivers have gotten hurt. The turn 4, I believe. Turn 4 or 5. Hey, still doing fine. 8 to go. Hey, Iris and Callie still in the top 3. Bolton also having an issue herself. Same issue as Photon, I am inclined to believe, so no need for a replay. It is late in the race anyway, and I want to see how the last few laps fare, maybe. Unless there's something crazier going on. We'll wait and see what happens. .2 laps, nice. Arse actually losing a bit of ground with regards to Bay, and likewise, I think Callie is losing a bit of ground herself with regards to chasing after Iris. Poor Kiara. I recall the first time we went to Red Bull Ring, I believe second series. It was a big boon for Kiara to get to race the race, but she went out very early on in the opening lap, didn't score. And now here's Kiara outside of the points again. To the disappointment of the KFP faithful and the partisan Austrian home crowd who's supposed to be rooting for Kiara. .6. I did mention something about Polka trying to abide to the blue flag rules quite a while back. This time she isn't even trying to. An odd bit of gamesmanship right there. Four to go. Ow! That's like magic. Sean's able to free Reine from the trap. Where's Sean? Right here. Again, she gets tagged by Aqua. Minato Aqua pulling no punches. What are you doing? I thought you two were supposed to be wanting each other. You're supposed to be teammates. Is this a friendly rivalry or what? Are you trying to Aqua, are you trying to avoid Sorchan? What? Assetto Corsa AI. At its finest once again. Iris and Noel both hurt. This is big. Look at this. A mistake by Iris, and she also collects Noel. Can you believe it? Risu going up to P3 now. And Iris is losing hope exponentially. Hey, Callie and Risu are your top three. Oh man, with a Reine well behind and a shock tagging out of Noel. And Aqua, I don't know, somewhere mid-pack. Hey, wants to have a nice spot in the championship lead. Still fastest lap to Botan. Albeit she's in 29th. 2 to go. Watch out though. That was close. A light tap by her GeoGuessr buddy in Azuki. And another tag, and Bay touches grass. Calliope Mori is now in the lead. Most unbelievable here at Spielberg. Oh my lord, everything is happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Death pulling no punches. She wants to reap everyone's hearts. She comes into the last lap with a 4-second advantage over Ayunda Risu. Callie looking for her first FH win herself as we see Akiros causing a bit of traffic problems. But it's clear. Calliope Mori a bit too chaotic for Bay, losing a lot of spots there. Look at that, Callie trying to avenge for Kiara here in Austria. Coming down to the home stretch. That will do it. Calliope Mori has won here at Spielberg for her first FH win. That beats Rise Up. Ya boy has won a race. Ayunda Risu, P2, Watame, P3. Been a long time coming for Callie, but now she finally gets her first ever win. And what a crazy finish that was. Oh man, basically everything that happened. Fastest lap should go to Botan as we finish up here. Callie, your winner in 31 minutes, 27.537. Callie, Risu, Watame, Echan, Iofi, Anya, Flare, Chloe, Toa, Aqua. Yonazuki, Chokolui, Polka, Crony, no, Korone, Crony, Kobu, Melzeda, Ina, Bay, Akiros, Fubuki, Suise, Iris, Noel, Reine, Botan, and Subaru. Those are your point scorers. And sadly, Kiara just finishes outside of the points, one spot outside of the points. As consolation, though, Calliope Mori getting the 100. Oh, Miko just didn't even try at all this race. What a darn shame. Let's put in the points. Bonus points will go to Iris and Bolton. Just to make sure, there's A. No, not B. No, not Bay, actually. It's Iris. We're supposed to get a bonus point. And, Bolton. Now that makes more logical sense. We have a new championship points leader. Minato Aqua with 251 points, 7 ahead of second placer, 7 ahead of, second placer in the Drivers' Championship, Iofi. Reine, underperformed this race, just getting the 3 points here. 233, 18 behind Aqua. Next is Noel with 224 points, and Toa is 5th with 215 points. The two most recent FH champions are still in top 10. After Toa, it's Chan and in 6th, and Bay in 7th. Callie moves up to 8 overall. And next is Korone, who avoids the previous race winner's curse. And Akiro's in 10th, and who's currently at the bottom? Suisse, despite scoring 6 points here. We finished high in this round. What is up with Suisse? What is up with Gen Zero? ID Gen 1 cracks the 600-point barrier, continuing to lead in the Constructors Championship. And second, by just barely, is EN Gen 1 with 520. Third, 7 points behind EN 1, is JP Gen 2 with 513. So yeah, we could have had our first repeat winner of this World Championship, but chaos got too chaotic. Instead, death comes to make a fool of us all. Maury Winslow, yeah. Back to the splash screen. The points are official. We are going to move on here to France, which is not hosting a Formula 1 race this year. But instead, we'll have to settle for the next best thing in Formula Holo racing. This is a pretty long trap, so we're going to race 21. And after this race, I'm gonna close down the IndyCar roster poll, and then and then I'm gonna announce the drivers who will be in the roster after I'm done calculating points for today for this FHWC action. So let's go right ahead. Gotta make sure the settings look good. They should look good. The Circuit Paul Ricard. Let's load. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There's a nice establishing shot, and we're set to go. Okay. So here we are for round 10 of the World Championship in Formula Holo racing. We're at Circuit Paul Ricard. Hello. As I was saying, this is the French Holo Prix, which is not hosting F1 action, but is hosting FH action. Having a look at the track, this is other than 15 turns, although it seems like it would have more than that. Long and narrow. First, you gotta go through these first two turns, turns 1 and 2, leading into the hook. As I got nothing better to say about these turns. Turns 3 to 7. This is a pretty tricky section for everyone to try to pass through. And this long straightaway being interrupted by turns 8 and 9, an interesting chicane. And there's the aforementioned chicane you gotta go around. Going into turn 10 now. And on to and another set of S's. Turns 11 through 15. Some rights and some lefts. Relatively flat circuit, not much in the way of elevation changes, but still a tricky circuit. Nice striped look this track has got going. After this last turn, we make it to the front stretch. And onto the start-finish line. Now let's have a look at the grid for this round. Aki Rose at pole. Aki Rose at pole. The previous race winner at pole. I believe 2 previous race winners in this FHWC having not at pole. Actually, no, Reine hasn't won a race, but has 2 third-place finishes, but she's second, so Aki Rose, Reine, their front row. Row 2, La Plus Darkness, Nakiri Ayame. Last race appearance 0 days ago. Matsuri Fauna, row 3. Who else qualified? Chloe Nodoka Toa. Kelly Fubuki Noel. Claire, Nena, and Suisse. Amelia Watson, Ozo Subaru, Shishio Batan. Mel, Kyla, Kiara. Marine, Ollie, Crony. Louis, Okayu, and Lammy. Drivers' Championship current points leader Minato Aqua, Tokino Sora, Gagura. Yoki Iris, Anya. Luna Korne Kanata. Muna Oka. And finally Shiona Nazuki. We are set to go here for 21 laps of action for round 10 here at Circuit Paul Ricard for the French Holo Prix. So let's let everyone know that we're about to begin round 10. And then we have the sim hub up and the music, and let's get things rolling. Why don't we? Okie dokie. Everyone gridded up. Here come the 6 lights. And here we go with the French Holo Prix. Green, green, green! Good jump by Pavolia Reine as they go into the first few turns. Let's see how the initial melee is for most everyone here. Clean. Clean, very good. It's Reine, followed by Aki Rose and Nikili Ayame. I want to see if some cars are having issues here. Slow, trying to make their way past the first few turns, but looks like everyone is driving cleanly. We gotta follow the correct path here. Map showing some clean racing as we go around this chicane. And onto these turns, these nondescript turns. Excuse me. And we're through lap 1 here, with Pavolia Reine taking the lead, followed by Aki Rosenthal, 1.1 second behind, and Ayame, 0.4 seconds behind Aki Rose. Series 7 champion Saras Faunus, 4th, La Plus Darkness at 5th. Everyone has managed to complete this first lap. Despite how challenging this circuit may look. Look at all this runoff. Seriously, Herman Tilke really knows what he was thinking when he built the circuits? I mean, look! No grass runoffs for the drivers to touch. That's why everyone is driving cleanly currently. This is a genius circuit, ladies and gentlemen. Through 2. Aki Rosenthal behind by 2.2. And Ayame 1 spot behind P2. Here in race number 2 of 2 for today. Or today. This is just too crazy, isn't it? Oh, I'm getting hearts in the live chat. Thank you, thank you. For those of you who are just win in this championship, there's a good 3.5 second lead over Aki Rosenthal, who's a wee bit ahead of Ojo. Also, don't forget the IndyCar roster poll. We're gonna close down the roster poll after this race, and then I'm gonna announce the roster live on air. Gotta make sure I have the names pronounced correctly, the correct names, because we have 12 names already confirmed for the roster without needing to go into the roster poll, and so I have to name 28 names. Not much in the way of mistakes, just some cars sometimes tipping over to the side for a wee bit and then riding themselves with hardly any loss of position. The Lady of the P-Fell, her lead in this race, getting bigger and bigger. Went up to 5.2 briefly. Now settled upon 4.8, 4.9. Here are these cars very close to each other in position. Don't mind Matsuri, she's a bit too far away from these 5 cars. Couple of Holo X members, one ahead of the other, and then Nature, and then an Ojo, and then the apple of someone's eye, half elf, half siren is what I was going to say about Aki Rose, who's trying to endure a bit of a tangle against Ojo. Chloe improves a spot over Laplace. Or maybe it's that way because they're trying to work like teammates here. Fastest lap once again currently being held by Shishiro Botan. 102.323 is the fastest lap held by the Gen 5 Lion. And struggled in Austria, but here she is doing well here. Six and a half seconds, that's the gap. As we have our first bit of a mess here. There's some of the action I was hoping to see. Marina Nami again! And we have a traffic jam, a real traffic jam on hand, ladies and gentlemen. No thanks to these two. Wasn't smooth sailing for Marine, and Ami basically has hiccuped. Marina's gone back into pit lane while Ame is stuck. First there was an issue by Suisse, and then what in the world happened? There was someone tagging someone else, Noel tagging Suisse, and then Mel tagging Ame, and then Marine having nowhere to go, and then resulting in this traffic jam that many drivers couldn't quite get to for a few seconds. Anyway, let's get back to live action. And while we were distracted on the happenings that have been going on with Marine and Ame, Ojo has jumped up to P2 as we come into the 1/3 mark of this round. Almost to the 1/3 mark. Ojo taking the P2 spot at the expense of Aki Rose. Oh, we still have a mess of cars to deal with here. Careful now. Matsuri almost touching wheels with Nobuka of the staff. And Toa has lost it. Toa now goes out. Let's look at it again. Yeah, collides side by side with Matsuri. And she'll have to go out of bounds for a little bit. Ame and Marine are both out. And now we officially reached the 1/3 point of this race, lap 8. Watch out for Marine because she's a bit behind Reine, at least physically, not quite in the way of number of laps. This is close action we're dealing with here. Fauna being a bit too offensive. Too much on the offense. Careful there. Fauna certainly liking to lift things dangerously. And here comes the Yamada. Now to P3. .3, 5.3. Seems like the top three are gonna be seems like the top two or top three are gonna be stuck that way for a little while. What is she trying to accomplish here? Excuse me. You're briefly holding a points lead, but you're way down there, and Reine is up there and is on top of perhaps maintaining retaining a points lead. Unless things happen, you know what? I don't get it. I don't get why the fastest lap says a 102 for Botan. Oh, never mind. I'm seeing the 133s and stuff, and but yeah, it's the middle of the race, so they're slowing down a bit. So yeah, the 102 makes sense. Botan still has the fastest lap. Might have consecutive fastest laps here. As we wait to see what happens. This may serve as a bit of a wake-up call for the Lady of the P-Pal. Ayame is now within 2 seconds of the Series 3 champ. Well, within her sight now. Oh me, oh my. Chase is indeed on. I may make a move. We're through 10. We're through 10 here. Which I find hard to believe, is I thought that we would be like around lap 15 or so. But no, this is a World Championship race. It's meant to be at least 30 minutes long, and not the usual 20-minute distance in other series. 30 to 35-minute races here. The planned time frame for the FHWC and another series 20 to 25 minutes. Everyone back out on the track. And while I was distracted with other cars on hand, we missed an overtake. Good job, me. It's right at this section. I mean, look how fast she's going. Over almost 360 kmh. And able to go into the lead with that very nice pass of hers. Soljo in the lead, Reine second, Laplace third. And we have a new race leader. He's now ahead by 2 seconds. Oh, well, there's your problem. My touchscreen device was stuck in the previous race. Durr. That's why I'm reading the times wrong. So no, actually, the fastest lap should be fastest lap bonus should currently be held by Reine. 130.436. Spiker being 37th currently. Fastest lap post-show Reine. 130.436. That's why I was confused about the 1 minute something or other. The 1 minute something or other time, and yeah, we have a new faster time by Reine, 130.275 now. Yeah, I was wondering why I'm reading a 1 minute something for fastest lap. As it turns out, I forgot to refresh my screen to show the actual race time. With the 19th minute of the race. Still way too far away from the finish. As we're just scanning around random cars just to see how everyone's doing. How's the overall points leader doing so far? And Reine has lost another spot, this time to Laplace. So Reine, who was in the lead, has now dropped to whatever, and here comes Suisse needing some help. Currently the bottom dweller in the points standings. Need to say hi to her today. Somehow. She's in 13th. Doing okay. As we're almost about to reach the 2/3 part of the Holo Prix here at Circuit Paul Ricard. And Suisse. She's supposed to have 2 silver stars for her 2 Mario Kart Cup titles in New Year's 2021 and this year in 2023. Yep, she is at the bottom of the championship standings. Probably couldn't come to grips with these spec Ferrari F2004s that they're all driving in this championship. Blep. Blep. So everyone is still in a positive form on the track, driving all around. No one's stuck. Sure, there's a few lapped cars, but everyone is still driving as we officially reach the 2/3 mark of this round. And we're about 7 laps away, plus the time it takes for me to contemplate points standings until the closure of the IndyCar roster poll. Got a very nice count of submissions, so once again, thank you for all your submissions, and I'll have to keep those in mind as we determine the roster live, the IndyCar roster live. 28 names I have to pick out from the poll. As Reine has a new faster lap time, 129.923. Despite otherwise being out of the points. I am enjoying the joyride. I'm down to the last 6 laps. I am a Laplace and Reine still in top 3. I don't know why sometimes sometimes the numbers show up in green when most of the time they show up in like red. Shouldn't it be green means go and red means don't go? Yeah, red's supposed to mean stop and green means opposite of stop. Oh, blep. And stabilizing a bit. There's the occasional overtake later in the field, but not much affecting the drivers. Man, there just has to be lots of action for the non-point scorers. Easter time. Everyone getting to enjoy their time with families. I sure did with my piggy family here at the barnyard. Some good time spent. I'm glad they're granting me the time to as much time as I want to stream this event. And to showcase the official roster for the IndyCar series in May. Before it's getting back to some much deserved family time. So Aki Rose is guaranteed the bonus point for pole. Reine still has the advantage of fastest lap, with not many laps left. Less than 4 to go for Ojo. And Aqua has dropped another position. That's just nuts. No one in sight either ahead or behind Reine. Doesn't seem like anything there's anything she could do. Same when it comes to Laplace. Nikayami has way too much of an advantage. Ever since stealing the lead away from the ID Gen 2 member. I forgot what the team name is for that gen. Holo Row. Okay, Holo Row. Because Gen 1 is Area 15, Gen 3 is Holo Hero, Holo Ro. Ever since Ayame has taken the lead away from the Holo Ro member, she has not relinquished her lead, and she's doing quite a good job here. By the by, the next couple rounds in the FHWC, they'll take place in, I believe, Hungary and Belgium, either on the 29th or 30th. It's still a few weeks off. We have first the playoffs, the final stage for Nichi Sanji Racing Nichi Car Cup Series Season 3. In the next couple weekends, and then the weekend after that is of course the next FHWC stream, either the last Saturday or Sunday of the month. Still a massive 5+ second lead for Ojo. And for her, that would give her a third overall win. One and a half laps left to go. This is a pretty long circuit, long and fast circuits. That's why there isn't much in the way of overtakes. What a race Ayame has been having from a second row starts. Here we go, on to the final lap. Six second lead for Ojo over La Plus Darkness. Reine is still third. Man, Reine is 14 seconds behind La Plus. Everyone's getting fatigued here. And only now is Ojo starting to reach lap traffic. Let's see how things are here. I'm trying to show full awareness of the fact that there's cars immediately ahead of her and one behind her. Just needs to survive the last few turns. And it's looking pretty good. Just the last chicane and Bob's your uncle. And that's that. Nakiri Ayame is your winner of the French Holo Prix. The Plus Darkness comes home P2. Pavoya Reine will have to stick her another non-race win podium finish in third. Full Center Akiros will take P4 and Saris Fauna P5. So it's the end of the race, but I haven't closed the roster poll yet. So, last race win for Ojo, 0 days ago. Congratulations to IMA, the winner in France, and Callie, your winner in Austria. I'll type down the names. And I was able to get to, I believe, 32 names before everything shut down. Bonus points should go to Reine and Akiros. Reine, of course, for the fastest lap, 1:29-something.687, and consolation point for her finishing outside the top 30. And Akiros, of course, pole position. Stick around, the stream's not yet done. This stream's not yet done. I need to showcase the points, and we're gonna move on. I'm able to plus Reine, Akiros, Fauna, Chloe, Nodoka Flair, Matsuri, and Fubuki. Callie, 11th place finish. Noel, Suisse, Louis, Subaru, Melgura, Okayu, Azuki, Kyla, Botan Kiara, Shion Nene, Lamy, Iris, Aqua, Sora, Korene, Kanata. Aqua finished low, Reine finished high, so, as for Noel, 12th, okay. Just wanted to make sure. And these drivers don't score except for Marine, Anya, Polka, Crony, Iopi, Luna, Muna, Ame, Ollie, and Toa. Just wanted to make sure I calculated the points correct for the last round before I proceed with correctly calculating the points for this round. Guess what? We're halfway through the championship. We finished 10 races and there are 10 to go. I gotta make sure this looks correct. $40 names in, yes. Akiros. Points. Marine. Points. And no surprise, with Reine's high finish, she regains the points lead over Aqua. Aqua finished low. Reine, a third place finish in 10 races. She's now at 293 points, 38 ahead of Aqua, who's at 255. Noel, third with 252. LaPlus Darkness, now up to fourth with 248. Iopi drops down a few spots to 244, fifth place. Akiros is 6th, 242. Callie, 7th, 236. Toa drops to 8th, 215. And Chen and Bei did not qualify for this race. They're on 209, 208, 9th and 10th respectively. Who is now bottom dweller? It's still Hoshimachi Suisei. After all that. Even Marine is 1 spot ahead of Suisei and otherwise wouldn't have scored if not for a fastest lap advantage. And as for the Constructors Championship, diddly-do. I believe it's still occupied by ID Gen 1, 611. Second is JP Gen 2, 592. And third is Gen 6, 583. I am inclined to believe. Let me verify that. Yes. ID Gen 1, 611, Gen 2, 692, Gen 6, 583. Everything looking highly accurate. All right, we can close up AC for now, and then go back to the splash screen because we're done here. The points are correctly inputted. I am a 32 minutes 15 seconds .964, and we got the roster poll to contend to. Amela plus Reine. All right, so okay, so yeah, that's it for the roster poll. Thanks to all those who have submitted responses. We're gonna close down. The roster poll. 32 responses, and what a big amount! This is exciting, folks. I am so excited. Finally, the roster will be decided, and it's gonna be no surprise who has the most votes in the roster. But first, I want to make sure I want to tell you about the 12 drivers who are not in the roster pool, but who are gonna be in the roster anyway. Hikasa Tomoshika, who's the lone Bombs member in this series, who finished in the top 10 in the last series. Would have also Amano Pikami would have also joined her in the roster, but she graduated at the end of March, so sad to see her go. Sad to see Pikami go. We all miss Pikami. And then we have Kagura Nana, the 2021 Indy 500 champion and first season champion. Kamishio Natsume, the 4th series champion. Kitanya, who finished in the top 10 in points in the 8th series. Nacho Neko, series 5 champion. Neko Kamiyama, series 2 champion. Tenjin Kotone, finished top 10 in the 8th series. Milky Queen, reigning Indy 500 champion. Marco Kyoho, bad at video games. 6th series champion. Shy Lily, million plus Twitch subscribers strong, finished top 10 in the points. Delutaya, two-time reigning IndyCar champion, back-to-back championships, Series 7 and 8. And then there's, of course, the adorable Hori Tentang, whose response is she gets to rock with an Oster. Next, with second place behind, filling in with 12 votes, is Snuffy, who's coming back to the roster. Next down, we have Fallen Shadow with 11 votes, returning to the roster after getting one race win at Thunderhill in Series 8. Fallen Shadow is back. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drivers, each with 9 votes, so they're all coming in. Congratulations to Chika Fuji Lisa. Chika Fuji Lisa! Now in Indy, former Sundaria member, making the transfer from the Corpo Car World Series to the IndyCar Series. Welcome to IndyCar, Lisa. Joining her, made a brief appearance in the IndyCar Rookie Challenge last August, also former member of Sundaria, before much of the second gen retired. It's Miori Celesta! Miori Celesta is in the roster. And then who's up next? We have another rookie joining in the roster. It's Juniper Actius. And then also returning to the roster, another popular driver, the French VTuber Sarway, keeping her spot in the roster intact. Next up, Girl DM. Welcome back to the roster, Girl DM. After Girl DM is the Finnish VTuber Lumi, not to be confused with Kaneko Lumi, but the Wolf Lumi. Boma de Lobo, as I want to call her. So we're up to 21 names now. And we have another newcomer to the roster. Welcome Onigiri to IndyCar. Onigiri. So yeah, they're all in, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 names, each with 8 votes. We have another former Sundaria member joining the roster. It's Amiya Aranya, joining her good friend Lisa in IndyCar. Next up, we have another Sundaria member, former Sundaria member. Please welcome Inukai Perlin to IndyCar. So Perlin and Amiya Aranya are all in. And we have a returning member to the roster. Chibidoki is back in. Chibidoki gets to not resume her role in the roster. So congratulations to Chibidoki for keeping your spot. We have a rookie, yet another rookie in the roster. We have a whole bunch of rookies in the roster. Lena Lazar is in. So congratulations to Lena Lazar. I believe she's a New Zealander VTuber. She gets the nod to enter. Next up, joining the roster is Olivia Monroe. Olivia Monroe, welcome to IndyCar. So 27 down, we still have 13 more names to bring in. After that, after Olivia Monroe, we have 2 more rookies. Joining the roster is Cinder. Cinder is in the roster. And here is a fan favorite. You know her, you love her. She's the one who knows how to play Osu very well. She's the famous artificial intelligence VTuber. She's Nero-sama. She's going to the IndyCar series in May. So we have 29 down, 11 to go. Excuse me. We have 2 names, each at 7 votes each. One is a former Sundaria member, also in the same gen as Lisa and Amiya. His name, Tetsuya Kazune. So we have our 3rd male driver competing in IndyCar. And also joining the roster is Tricky Wee. Tricky Wee is in. 9 more names. And it looks like it'll all even out. It looks good. It all looks good. The names all even out, so we'll have an even 40 for the series. So 5 drivers each with 6 votes, 4 drivers each with 5 votes, and they're all going to be in the roster. Starting off with the 6 votes. We have a really strong, powerful, muscular VTuber on hand. Buff Pup is joining the roster. So Buff Pup is in. And another rookie joining the roster. Welcome, Leaflet. Leaflet. And all drivers with 6 votes each. All 5 drivers with 6 votes each. They are all rookies. And let's go ahead and name them. Let's go ahead and name them one by one. We have Toboso Kuroi, or Tob, Akuma Nimone, and General Giga. They got the nod in the roster poll. And finally, we have 4 names, each with 5 votes each. We have 2 returning drivers in the roster poll. Bao and Annie have retained their roster spots, so they're coming back in. And 2 more rookies joining the roster. We have a VTuber whose nickname is a bit hard for me to pronounce. That's Squoo-chan, or Shirei Falan. And to round out the roster is the famous K-Man VTuber, simply known as Meat. So there you have it. That's your roster for IndyCar. 40 names that will compete in the 9th IndyCar series, and which includes the VTuber Indy 500. Tomo, Tenten, Nana, Natsume, Katania, Natroneko, Nekarine, Kotone, Milky Queen, Moriko, Shy Lily, Delataya, Filion, Snuffy, Fallen Shadow, Lisa, Miori, Juniper, Saraway, DM, Lumi, Onigiri, Amiya, Turin, Chibidoki, Lena, Olivia, Cinder, Nirosama, Kazune, Trickery, Buff Pup, Leaflet, Nimone, Tob, Giga, Bao, Screwchan, Annie, and Meat. Yay! That's gonna do it for today, so, I didn't have a single damn word to describe this race. If this was a NASCAR race of hololive, so I would drive like an ARCA, lol. No, this is a Formula 1 style of racing for Formula Holo. For the stock car racing, it's Niji Sanji stock car racing. Speaking of, we're down to 42 drivers in the Niji Sanji stock car racing series for Season 3. 10 races to go over 2 weekends. The rules are simple as that. Win and you're automatically in the Championship 10. Competing for the title in the finale at Phoenix. And points will determine the rest of the Championship 10. And whoever finishes highest in the Phoenix race will be the champion of Season 3 of Niji Car. So the first 3 races of the final stage will take place at Darlington, Kansas and Sebring on Saturday, April 15th. Date, time to be determined. The start time to be determined. Anyway, that's enough for me for today. Music loud. Where's the splash screen? No, wrong splash screen. There you are. Okay. That's gonna do it for today. That's gonna do it for the weekend. Thanks for watching. We'll hope to see you for more action in Niji Car on Saturday. And don't forget, the next Formula Holo World Championship stream is, of course, on the last weekend of April. Alright, that's enough for me for now. Have a great and happy Easter, everyone. See you again on Saturday for more VTuber racing. Up to Dad.